Okay, team. Moving to item number 4 is the council minutes held on the 27th of September. Is there any amendments or anything to the minutes before I call for a mover? Okay. Can we have a mover and a seconder, please? Move, Councillor Johnson. Second, Councillor Truman. I'll now move the motion. Those in favour, say aye.
Aye.
Carried. Any matters arising? Nothing. Okay. Moving on to the unconfirmed Turangi-Tongariro Community Board minutes held on the 11th of October just past. Any questions or discussion? Extrapolation? There being nothing, could I have a mover? Move, Councillor Kepper. Second. Don't have to be at a meeting to second minutes. I'll second them, even though I wasn't there. All those in favour? Carried. The unconfirmed, item number 6, sorry folks, the unconfirmed Rugby World Cup minutes held on the 29th of September. We'll have a mover and a seconder, please. Move, Councillor Downard. Second, Councillor Crate. All those in favour? Any questions or discussions? I don't know if it's the opportune time, but I certainly will take this opportunity and maybe some others moving forward. I'd just like to say that the Rugby World Cup Committee has done a fantastic job, in my opinion, and I think that's shared by the majority of the people in the district. And I don't only mean to put those accolades onto the committee, and of course the chairman who chaired it, who himself put in a hell of a lot of hours work, time and effort, but also to the staff under Karen B. I always called her because I can't say it, and I apologise. Karen Bazaglo, I think it is. A lot of people really pulled on the oars. They did Taupo proud, and I really think that you will reap the rewards going forward. I've said for many times that we need to be seen in the best light we can on the world stage. We were on the world stage, and I think we will continue to be there for quite some time. And I'm sure there are going to be people walking around this district, staying in hotels, doing the visitor industry thing and what have you, that are going to come here because of the people that have gone home and told them what a neat place it is, seen it on TV. Word of mouth always is 10 times more valuable than any advert in any magazine. You always ask somebody, what was it like, where do I go, so I think we've done ourselves proud right across the district. So well done to everybody. Is there anything further anybody wants to add to the Rugby World Cup?
Just to add, the fan zones were really good.
Yeah.
It was really good. We used them a couple of times with the kids and stuff, so thank you.
I attended 2 or 3 down at the Great Lakes Centre, and the families down there and the fun and kids kicking goals and the Samoan night and nights like that were just fantastic. So I just hope the whole district had a good time.
And I think I know it's not in the minutes, but the decision to have the self-sufficient camper vans really proved more than our expectation, I think, didn't they?
I think a little bit of confusion also in the public arena. Yeah, I'm very proud of you as a council for doing what we did down there. I know it was a little bit controversial in certain departments, but it has helped the town. I know Gareth's team has tried very, very hard to police it, and I know they have moved a lot on. And I know Mr. Williams and I had to go somewhere about 3 weeks ago on a Monday afternoon, about 3:30. We came back down past the golf course, and we saw with our own eyes at 3:30 in the afternoon 6 or 7 camper vans in a row trying to book into the top 10 holiday park. So I think everybody's had a good run for it, but I don't want public to be confused. That self-contained motorhome 2-night parking down there is permanent, not just for Rugby World Cup. Anything further? Okay, I'll put the motion. All those in favour?
Aye.
Carried. Well done. Moving now to the Lake Taupo Protection Project Joint Committee. These are also unconfirmed minutes. They haven't met again since then. I'll move, and if I could have a seconder, please. And I realise there was no one there, so Councillor Downard, that's fine. Unconfirmed minutes. Any questions or discussions arising from them? Okay, there is some business about that in confidential later, so we'll discuss that then. Okay, I'll put the motion. All those in favour?
Aye.
Carried. Okay, agenda item number 8. Have we got Alison Woolley here, Mr. Green?
Still the next one, Mr. Chairman.
Okay, we'll move the agenda. That's not a problem. We'll just park that for a minute, please, team. We'll now move to agenda item number 9, which is pretty much self-explanatory. Extension of contract 676 District Refuge Bulk Haulage. You'll see we've got a win in there, so to speak. Mr. Green, do you want to speak on this?
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
I'm sorry. Mr. Van Henna.
I'll take it as read and happy to answer any questions.
Okay, open up for questions.
As you rightly said, Mr. Mayor, it's a good deal.
Probably why nobody's got much to say about it. I mean, we can all recognise a good deal, sir. I hope you negotiated it. Okay.
I guess the
Councillor Williams.
I guess the only question is they've obviously taken into account what it might cost them for the grades 3 to 7 plastics and offering us such a good deal if they should become included in the recycling stream.
Council hasn't decided yet on the 3 to 7. Remember, we had the waste minimisation workshop. But should we elect to go down that path, then there's no additional cost.
Okay, anything further? Being nothing further, on page 9 bar 1 is a suggested resolution that Council approves the extension of the District Refuge Bulk Haulage contract number 676 until June 2014 with an annual value of $90,000 exclusive of GST, subject to consumer price index adjustment. Have a move on. Move, Councillor Williams. Second, Councillor Johnson. All in favour?
Aye.
Is Flash here for number 8 or
10?
Yeah, that's what
10.
I'm asking, but that's not what it says on my thing here. It says that Alison Rawley, so that's why I'm asking if Flash is actually going to be doing it.
He's number 10.
Item 10 rather than 8.
Okay, you want to keep 8 to one side. That's Miss Rawley. Right, item number 10. I think some of you know a little about it, some of you know a lot about it. Basically, this is about an approach we had some time ago from Lake Taupo Hospice. It's a growing industry, unfortunately, and they currently reside in Sunset Street up by the hospital. Because of the increased traffic flows and the increased business that they've been getting, it's becoming a little bit untenable for them to continue in Sunset Street with complaints from neighbours with cars parked on berms and things like that. And they approached council through Councillor Hickling, who then came to myself to try and find somewhere that we might be able to help them with some land that they could build a new hospice. A lot of sites were looked at. Councillor Hickling looked at Victoria Avenue and places like that, which have actually got commercial values attached to them. And after a lot of looking around town, Councillor Hickling, the hospice people themselves, are very taken with County Ave site, because, as you know, it's not a nice experience to lose loved ones, and that faces north. It's very handy to town, doctors, etc., and it's a lovely place where family can perhaps go for a walk and in the park and what have you. And so it was generally felt to bring this item to council. And Flash, I'll hand it over to you.
We're aware that there's some other pressures in that area from other activities, so we need to make sure that that's what we need to do for the part of the council.
So
So we just wanted to bring it to council to
basically, the proposal is similar to what we've done for the Clean Energy Centre. We've given them some land on a long-term lease. From memory, I think it was 50-odd years for $1 or something like that. They want to build a new hospice. Everybody feels it's a great position. It would be great to have some more people down there in that area, because we do from time to time have a small amount of problem with cars getting broken into with people that go to the walk down the river and what have you. You know, I'm only repeating myself by saying it's a lovely, calm, serene place that family can be together, go for a walk in times of stress. So it's really up to you as a council and to see whether you'd like to back it or discuss it further. Councillor Minsher?
Yeah. Flash, so access off County Ave?
Yes.
Not through the other,
Not through the, no,
not
no,
through the other sites? And also we had that bike park thing or something. Where,
BMX.
yeah, where does that sit amongst your
Yeah,
the bigger picture?
I think that's some way away, but yeah, the idea is to put BMX there as well. They were actually quite keen on having other activities around the hospice. They like the interaction and saying that, you know, most of their, I'm not quite sure the correct word, residents is you know, like to see activities and you know, they don't want to be put somewhere out of the way. They want to feel like it's still part of the community.
I think the question also flashed that Councillor Minsher is getting at is actual locality, and if you look at this map that goes with it, the bike park we've approved is about another 300 metres down further towards the pump track. You know that pump track we put in down the road here further? Yeah.
It doesn't look particularly well because there's a blue line there. There's an area to the rear that's currently pretty scrub and what have you that could actually make this quite a nice north-facing, more private area at the back of the property. But the front of the area would still be quite accessible.
Councillor Downer?
Just the area in between, because the blue area is the indicative area that they want, is it?
They're happy to go anywhere around there
Yeah.
forward. They're not sort of saying we have to be exactly here. They like the crest of the hill.
Because in behind that whole building there used to be an old firewood merchant, and it's actually quite messy. All it needs is a bulldozer to go through there. It'd be nice if they actually kind of took some of that, because it's actually quite flat there, and then it goes down onto the.
There's another there's another proposal. If you drive down and you have a look, because that's the new Nookies gym, obviously, which Mike is Councillor Downer is very embroiled in.
Put on some.
This
shows
has its
for them.
own entrance and it goes there. There's another application, or it's not an application, it's talk at the moment, but Food Bank is looking at coming to us and asking us if we would fence this area that Councillor Downer is talking about getting cleaned up for a community garden. Planted and what have you. So that's another issue. Will come to you when they apply. They haven't physically applied. They only came to me and talked about it, and I said, look, I'm sure my councillors would back it if you want to do it.
Well, that would tie into hospice, because I know people love seeing things growing and plants and stuff like that. So they'd probably get out there and give a little bit of muck around and give a hand too.
And you've got your kids who've got the track in the front here for the motorised carts and what have you. But I do agree with Councillor Downer. It'd be nice to, if we could get John Ridge's team or something to go and have a little bit of a clean up, or make the last tenant clean it up for that matter, because it's just been abandoned and it's a hell of a mess in there. But it'd make a good garden, because all that is all rotting into the ground. Councillor Minshup.
And my other question, Flash, is obviously it is park-like surroundings. So is Council going to have some involvement in building design and things like that?
Being we own the site, then yeah, we have to sign up any building designs or whatever we'll have to do with trials they want single story, they don't want high impact specification, what to do, what we want to try and fit together.
They did do a preliminary drawing, was facing north, and it's a bit of a low-level boomerang shaped thing, like a mini hospital,
Through the chair, Flash, have you do you know if they've got any if they get the site, if they've got any intention to fence the site, or are they just wanting to be open? The reason I ask is that it is a visually, I think it'd be a very pleasant sort of environment for the hospice. But I mean, I personally would be a little bit afraid, because it's isolated from other residential areas as far as the nighttime security went in there. So
The gym's actually opened up, Nicola, 5-6 days a week at night till 9 o'clock. So
This is going to have permanent people in it too, don't forget.
oh yeah, I realise that, but just saying at night time they will be there out on a limb.